Ellering is the first wrestler that I want to introduce to you. He's a great athlete and a great person.
Paul, as a matter of fact, has got, and we'll give you more about this a little bit later on, but I just wanted to make the point, and I think when they see him, they'll believe every bit of it. Paul Ellering is an NCAA, pardon me, weightlifting champ.
That's
Boy,
right.
this guy has got muscles on muscles, but not only that, he's not just a big guy that's got great big muscles. He is some kind of fine athlete, as you say. How about let's take a look and see Paul. Let's take a look right now at Paul Ellering in action.
Here we go with great all-star wrestling action. A 2 out of 3 fall match coming your way. Introducing in the corner to my left from Mexico City, Mexico. Weighing in at 245 pounds, Fernando Torres. His opponent from Melrose, Minnesota, weighing in at 234 pounds, Paul Ellering. 2 out of 3 fall. Referee Marty Miller, down to Roger Kent at ringside.
All right, Al DeRusha, thank you very much. Everybody all set to go again now on All-Star Wrestling Coast to Coast, all across Canada, the United States, and overseas. Paul Ellering in the white trunks against Fernando. And down, he was trying to escape on that one. But Paul right on top of him and riding him, has him in a surfboard, modified. And if Paul were able to get both those hands up in the air, he'd have him in a double hammer. But now Paul could be in a predicament. He's outside the ring. But he rolls over. Both men are in those ropes. They're going to have to break it. The referee discovers it, and Ellering steps back. Leg picked up, and Ellering, look at the size and physique of this young man. Every muscle group in this young fella just seems to stand out. Very... Two, and he has to roll the shoulder. Fernando does. He goes into the side headlock. It doesn't really do much for him as Ellering in complete command. Look at the physique of this guy. All those muscle groups are just super developed. And, of course, Paul has held, you've heard me say this before, drop toe hold, up and around. He was in a position there to grab the toe hold with his left hand. But Ellering has held several NCAA weightlifting titles, championships. The deadlift, we've talked about that, of 745 1/4 pounds. It's an awful lot of weight for a man to lift. That's a deadlift. That has been broken. But Paul held it for quite a while. And when we were in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, there's a wrist lock. Fernando putting the pressure to Paul Ellering right now. Paul trying to get his pins under him. Fernando keeping him off balance just a little bit now. There is brute strength going to work as Ellering calls on all those muscle groups I mentioned. And and he throws them back. But Paul, a graduate of South Dakota State University in Brookings. Wrist lock again. And there's some hair, Hernando. Said Hernando, I meant Fernando. And, he went for the head scissors. Now he's got it. Paul's left leg was just under the arm of Fernando, but he slipped it over there and got the scissors and putting the pressure on now. And to take a look at the size of those legs and those muscles in Paul's legs, you can imagine the type of pressure he's got on that object between his knees. Fernando's head. Ellering, very modest young man. He didn't start out to try to develop his body per se. He was out for weightlifting, but he wanted wrestling as his #1 love. And in the process of training for it, he said, hey, the good Lord just gave me this bod. But it wasn't that simple either. You realize he had to really work at it. Now, Fernando gets out, and now he's got the double toe hold. And Ellering pressing up. He gets one in the ribs, an elbow. There's one thing about having such muscle development as the type that Ellering has. When someone does deliver a blow to you, an elbow smash, if you don't get the point of the elbow, the ropes are going to have to break, and it looked like Ellering had a chance for a pin there. But if you don't get the point of the body into a muscle like that, then you've got a lot of protection, is what I'm saying. But if you get the point, you can get a real muscle spasm. Now, collar and elbow hook up, and Ellering now in with the double wrist lock. Fernando down, claiming that Ellering grabbed some hair. Well, Paul's hands were too busy maintaining that lock. Uses the leg now. Trying to get up. Fernando getting his pins under him. Ellering giving away several pounds. Quite a bit of weight on this one. Forearm smash by Hernando. Oh, and he pulled him in. Both men went into the ropes that time. Now, look out. Oh, and into the turnbuckles. Ellering's hot. Here comes a body slam. Boy, oh boy. Look at the way he picked up that huge man. Oh, and he let him have a knee right under the heart. That'll slow him up. A cover, one. He's outside the ropes, and on his sides to take and throw off Ellering. An Irish whip into the ropes on the other side. Ellering waits, back body drop, throws him up in the air. Oh, really slammed him down. A cover, one, two. Fernando gets out of it. A whip into the ropes again. Oh, and Ellering trying to duplicate the back body drop. You saw what happened. The big boot. An elbow right in the top of the head. The point of the elbow. Referee cautions him on it. A whip into the ropes. Ellering jumps over. Oh! A victory roll. 2 and 3. Paul Ellering with a victory roll. And you saw him do it. Complete surprise. There's your winner, Paul Ellering on All-Star Wrestling.
Wow, looking at that back on it, he's talking about every muscle development. He is something else, and it's interesting to see. You could see in one point, Jerry, where he was going for a body slam. He deadlifted that guy, man, straight up in the air and slammed him down. But any guy that's got a record behind him of 745 pounds in a deadlift could do that for a fact.
Well, when I saw Paul Ellering in the second fall of this match, he's more impressive than the first one. When I saw him, I said, he's our man. He's unbelievably strong, and you'll see this fella he's wrestling is no lightweight. I guess he'd go 270.
At least.
And he picks him up like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the second fall, let's take a look right now at the action. Paul Ellering having won the first fall.
All right, we're ready to go now. Second fall coming your way on All-Star Wrestling. First fall having been won by Paul Ellering over Fernando. And right away, Fernando goes for the eyes with the thumbs. He gouges Ellering in the eyes, and Paul doesn't know what he's put her horseback right now. On the top rope, using the rope to choke him. Boomerangs Ellering back. An elbow, crushing elbow, smash on the back of the head. An Irish whip into the ropes again. Oh, and a back body drop, and Fernando got that one off with a big body splash. 1, 2, and out of it is Ellering. And using the eyes again, an eye gouge. In the turnbuckles, I'll tell you, Fernando just uncorking everything not in the book. The referee's got his hand going on the count. Ellering dazed. He's kind of about to lunch right now. Oh, not. Oh, and a double knife edge. Another shot, and a forearm smash in the back. As Ellering picks up Fernando. And a big fist on top of the head, I think. What's he going to do? The body slam. Oh, did he plaster him down to that mat? Gonna do it again now. Holy smokes, what strength this Ellering has. What a strong man. Not only does he have the fine physique, he's got the strength to go with it. 3 body slams in a row. The average guy would be just totally pooped. Setting him up now. What's he gonna do with him? An atomic drop. Fernando over. A cover by Ellering. 1, 2, and 3. falls. The match goes to Paul Ellering.
It's one thing to pick a guy that big up, but, man, it's another thing to hold him up on your shoulder and take a few steps running across the ring with him. Paul Ellering, I'm impressed, Jerry, and he is coming in here in December.
His contract starts December the 8th, so he'll be in here from December the 8th.
Your championship wrestling area.
Right.
Okay. Hey, we got to look at Billy Robinson coming up, Jerry, so if you'll stay right here, because here's a guy that I got some comments to make about. We'll be back and see Billy Robinson right after we take champion. I got to tell you that I've waited, man, about 10 years or 8 years to see this guy in action. I guess the greatest phrase, which has been used in other sports, but I think can apply to Billy Robinson, is that Robinson is a wrestler's wrestler, man. He has got a reputation of really being tough.
Yeah, Robinson, my first experience with Billy was about 8 years ago. I was in Hawaii, and all the guys got up out of the dressing room and went outside. And I was, where are they all going? I said, to watch Robinson wrestle.
What a testimony that is.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, let's watch Billy in action right here, right now, and you'll have a little better idea. Here is Billy Robinson.
Cautioned by the referee. Billy Robinson reaches out, willing to engage in a Greco-Roman knuckle lock, and takes him over, a step over. And Farland is going to get a lesson right here. He has to go down or lose the arm, the wrist, the elbow, the whole shtick. Armbar twist, and there's 4 fingers. It's a completely legal crank on the part of Billy. Calls him in and uses the legs with the side headlock. As the side headlock, shoves the legs in there for additional measure. Billy does like to use those legs an awful lot. And, of course, there's no greater. Look at this! Wow, Salto! Tremendous body strength, leg strength. This guy has something else. An Irish whip coming on Robbie. Robbie comes. Oh, my Lord. He just took Farland completely across that ring. Gonna hang him. And down goes Farland. Robinson turning it on. A body slam. Farland doesn't know what. Oh, and a knee drop. Robinson, I don't know what Farland did, but Billy's really working him over. A suplex. Oh, and he takes him over 2 and 3. A very dangerous move, and Farland goes over. Billy Robinson wins.
Boy, when he goes to work, he goes to work.
I think I just heard Ferris and Latham and some of the boys groan when they saw that tape. He's really tough.
Yeah, he really is. And this is a guy who has wrestled all over the world. Billy is... Are we ready on it? Yeah, well, why say more? Let's get back and watch Billy Robinson in action.
Bobby took him all the way across, I'll tell you. That's some moves. Now what's he going to do? Trying to hook him. Trying to get under him. He's got him busy. Trying to slide him down. Now he's got him in a pin position. 1. Oh, and Stone got out of it. Robinson going for a very surprise move. The octopus, the body stretcher, a submission hold. Trying to get more pressure on it. And I don't know. Stone is trying to get over to the ropes, and he does. They're going to have to break it. I'll tell you, Robinson really put some moves on Stone very quickly. Oh, side headlock, Stone in command. Just trying to figure out what Billy was trying now. Stone looks like he's in command, right? Billy just spread those legs out. Oh, it didn't work. He put Stone down. But Stone hanging on. Well, he got out of it now. A hammerlock Robinson advantage. Still maintaining the hammerlock. Now changes it. Billy changes so frequently. Oh, no, they're in the ropes. I don't know if the referee picked up on it. Yeah, he did. Robbie had Stone. Stone's been aware that he's been in the pin position several times, room for those ropes, that he may have been counted out by now. But he hasn't given up at all. Tom Stone, really, I'll tell you, he's been handing it out, doing an excellent job.
Robbie with a back. Oh, brother. 1, 2. Oh, Robinson put a backbreaker on him. I'll tell you. Oh, man, he put it to him. Billy Robinson, the winner.
Yeah, I previously said European champ. I think Billy probably was European champ, but British Empire champ, too. Billy, just such a consummate wrestler. We're going to really be looking forward to having him come in here, Jerry.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Glad you brought it. We're looking forward to seeing Paul Ellering and Billy Robinson. Thank you for being with us. Of course, the official winner of that match was Billy Robinson. Pardon me. Let's go over to Dave right now. He's got some gentlemen standing over there with him with some comments.
Larry Latham and Danny Davis, you guys got a handicap match of some kind coming up against him.
That is the biggest joke I've ever seen, Boney Maroney. Did you see that guy? He's not a wrestler. You're looking at two of the greatest wrestlers in the world right here, Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham. Shut your filthy mouth. When we get on with him, oh, Dave, it's going to be funny. We're going to tie him up like a Christmas present. That's what we're going to do to him.
He looked like he was doing a pretty good job there to me.
He wasn't doing anything. Larry, show him what you got for him. That's what we got from Mr. Billy Robinson.
I guarantee you that right there, baby. The greatest wrestlers right there in the world. And Billy Robinson, I'm going to tell you something. If these two guys was to happen not to be able to take care of you, I can, baby, all by myself.
If Billy Robinson, you know, he's got to be goofy. Every wrestler has to come through the ranks, Dave Brown. And this guy wants to start right at the top with the Bombers. Can you believe that?
Yes, I can.
He's goofy enough to think he can start at the top with the Bombers. Well, we're going to send him right back to the bottom where he belongs. And if we can't if the Bombers can't take care of Billy Robinson, we're going to light them jet engines up and we're going to fly right on out of here, Dave Brown.
Well,
right out to the end of the earth. You won't ever see us again.
I ought to have the plane waiting there. We're going to be back with more wrestling action for you in just a moment. Don't go away.
He's fortunate to still be moving after that body slam. A driving power slam. And the assassin straight out. Morton still battling. Leg dive. He puts the assassin down, but he can't get control. Crowd right in behind him. His partner not quite as enthusiastic as the people are in the audience. Hammer. Booming body slam from the assassin. Misses the elbow as Morton rolls out of the way. And Morton goes up, kicks, can't get out of it. Now he's getting close over and makes the tag on Sonny King. Big Sonny through the rope. One with a foot and the fist. Again, foot to the midsection. Sonny King firing away on the assassin. Tags Rick Morton. I don't think really Rick was ready for the tag. Beautiful drop kick. Goes over for a cover. His left arm is still hurt where he was slammed down with it doubled up behind him. Tag from the assassins, and Sonny in exasperation walks down the ring apron. I don't really think Rick was ready. Rick almost got over all the way to get to his feet. The assassin, however, dropped with that leg right across Morton. We're 5.5 minutes into action, and Rick Morton is fired into those turnbuckles again by the assassin. Once again, with the arm in the hammer position. Sonny telling Rick to do something. I don't know what he expects from him. Morton giving it his all. As far as I can see, Rick has always done that. He does has that size to overcome. And Morton powered down by the assassin. Assassin with that big leg right up across the shoulder as the arm was held up in a bar position when he dropped down on it. Now,
Okay. Sonny's saying, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And again, I repeat, I don't know what he expects out of the kid. Look at him go! Rick battling his way to get back to Sonny, but he couldn't get loose. Still trying. Fires the assassin over. Gets caught just before he gets over to Sonny King. And he's jerked off of his feet. The referee saying, let's have a break on it. You use the hair. Morton down, stomped in the midsection. Morton with a forearm of his own, firing out, but he couldn't get away. Lance Russell and Dave Brown bringing you the exciting commentary on championship wrestling. We're 7.5 minutes into action, and Rick Morton has just been deposited on the deck and followed by that lower leg of the assassin. Driving about 290 pounds of his own right into it. Morton goes underneath, gets away to the rope, but he gets in between the legs and tags Sonny King. Big Sonny in. Fires the assassin into the rope. Hanging back to the midsection. Sonny picking the assassin up. And he headbutts him. Backdrop. Takes him all the way over. King turning things around, tags Morton, and Rick was just kind of getting up off the deck. He spears the assassin down. Morton comes, he's going for a cover, but he's under the ropes. There's no way in a world he'll ever get it. He doesn't. Tag out. He lost him. Tag to the other assassin, and Morton. Drop kick on the outside. Shoulder bod. Backs the assassin up. Puts him down this time. Into the rope. Up. He's caught from the outside. 1, 2, 3. We didn't miss it where he had drop kicked the assassin down on the floor. He reached out and scooped a leg as Morton went back in. He had put the assassin down after 2 beautiful shoulders in there, and he was going for a third one when he got upended and in a quick 1, 2, 3 count, Dave. Tripped up. 8 minutes, 59 seconds.
8:59, and Rick Morton was pinned by the huge assassins as he gamely came back in, really showed what he was made of. But by the combination of both of the assassins in there, he ended up in a 1, 2, 3 count, and the assassin's the winner. Sonny King, boy, that is unbelievable. Sonny is giving Rick the devil up there as Rick was pinned. There was no doubt about that. Sonny. And as I say, I think a lot of this, Sonny's irritation is over the fact that he did not win the World Championship from Nick Bockwinkel, and he's taking it out. He's poking Rick Morton, and Morton getting a little hot right back at him, and Sonny really, I think, overstepping his bounds in there as a tutor. Sonny once again, and Morton showing Sonny King he's not afraid of him or anybody else in there. He may give away the size to all of them, but Sonny, after Rick had just experienced a very, very tough bout, Sonny King goes for him, takes him down. He's got him right by the throat. Here comes Big Red in here to kind of even things out of it. And Red gets Sonny King off, and Sonny down on the ring apron. Rick Morton, as we said, had a bad match in terms of punishment from the big assassins, and then Sonny has to get all upset and irritated about it. The team of Morton and King did lose the match, but
You got to remember that both of the assassins were involved in it. Sonny, standing down on the floor looking at Big Red, said, "You're going to pay for that." Sonny King once again giving Big Red a piece of his mind, said you had no business coming in there. That was between myself and my partner. Sonny King saying that's the thing that's wrong with Morton now, is somebody taking his part. Sonny hot now at Big Red, and unfortunate incident following our match with the assassins Morton and King. Time was what?
Time was 8:59. Yeah.
8:59. The winners, the assassins. We've got more wrestling action coming up. We've also got that big 8-man tag match today. Don't forget that. We're going to be back to it right after we take time out for intermission. Expiration of time match. By golly, in addition to the good news you had earlier, Jerry, about two outstanding athletes that are coming in here, Paul Ellering and Billy Robinson, I know the news that you've got coming up right now is going to be music to the hearts of a lot of wrestling fans.
Yeah, what I wanted to tell everybody is that 1979 has been a very good year for the Jarrett Welch Wrestling Company.
Let me interrupt just to say this, Jerry, and that is the fact that a lot of the wrestling fans who have been so kind to be out faithful and loyal in Memphis town, some of them may not realize how really extensive a promotion that you and Buddy have. That Lexington, Kentucky, and Rupp Arena up there has been an incredible doggone thing.
Yeah, it's really
and
a lot of fans.
Louisville Gardens it's the biggest year I've ever seen in Louisville. Evansville, Indiana, has just been a giant year of action. So it has been.
It has. The wrestling business has been good all over. It's had its ups and downs as the talent has come and gone, but it's been a good year. So Buddy and I were talking. December is not normally a good month for us, and there's good reason. It's Christmas, and there's a lot of shopping to do, and I know it drains me and you every year, so
Amen.
I'm sure it drains all the fans. So what we've decided to do for the month of December, the kids will be out of school somewhere toward the middle of December, I think, for the Christmas holidays. But for the entire month of December, all children under 10 years of age will be admitted free to the general admission area of the Coliseum.
The general admission section free.
So all you
when
kids
accompanied
can,
by an adult.
yes, all the kids can tell Mom and Daddy it won't cost anything for me, so take me to the wrestling matches. And then what we're doing also for the month of December, I think we have 4 matches here in Memphis during that month. All general admission seats will be $2.
Okay, so that's super. It is a real break for the family thing, and I think that is the essence of it too, Jerry. It's great that you all are taking into consideration the family. You're not only letting the kids in under 10 years of age, accompanied by an adult, for nothing, but in addition to that, you're helping the parents out on the general admission tickets with a $2
Mom and Dad
charge.
And 16 kids can come to
right.
wrestling for $4.
Boy, I'll tell you, we love to have them out there, too. I think it's wonderful, and that's the month of December and a great opportunity. Thank you, Jerry, and for the fans. I know that they appreciate you and Buddy coming up with the December special, so to speak. Let me tell you about the action coming Monday night, and this will be your first opportunity to take advantage of this very special offer if it appeals to you, and we'd like to have you out there to watch the action coming up at 8 o'clock on Monday night. Of course, your advance tickets you can get today up until 5 o'clock. You can get them all day on Monday. Sunday. Thank you very much. Hey, scratch all of that about Monday. It is tomorrow, Sunday, the action is. The Coliseum being engaged on Monday night. Action will be coming up on Sunday. That is tomorrow. So that will be your first opportunity, December the 2nd, 8 p.m. After doing it for about 11 years on Monday night, it's difficult for me to say Sunday night. But it is tomorrow night, your first chance, and the ticket office will be open all day. Tomorrow it'll be open for you to get your advance tickets open till 5 o'clock today. And don't forget that December special. If you're there at 8 o'clock, you will have a chance to see Rick Morton go in action against a brand new face. Former professional football player Bubba Douglas will be in here to open up with Rick Morton. Sonny King will be in the next match in a single match with the Avenger. Then it'll be Big Red, and he's going to have a chance to lay that Holy Ghost splash on Danny Davis. That's one you'll want to take a look at. Additionally, there will be a Southern Tag Team title match where the current champions, Steve Regal, Hector Guerrero, a couple of really brilliant wrestlers, with their speed going against the big mighty Assassins, and they will be dead level set on getting that tag title. Following that will be a special handicap match. You got to realize there's not too many tag teams around that can handle Ferris and Latham, and Billy Robinson has agreed that he will come in here in his first appearance in Memphis. He will go in a handicap match against Ferris and Latham. That's one you're going to want to see in there, with Billy Robinson making his first appearance in the Mid-South Coliseum. And the final match is going to be a big one, too. A CWA World Heavyweight Championship match, when Jerry the King Lawler defends his title against that Las Vegas Universal heartthrob, Austin Idol. Yeah, Austin's going to be in here, and he'll be going against Lawler. That's tomorrow, and let's listen to some of the words that Austin Idol had to say about this challenge coming up.
Attention wrestling fans, Sunday night, December the 2nd, marks the return of the highest paid professional wrestler today to Memphis, Tennessee, to the Mid-South Coliseum. Austin Idol returns.
Darling, the wrestling fans, not only in the city of Memphis, but in the entire state of Tennessee, are not only upset, they are not only angry, are not only frustrated, are not only irate, but they are totally disgusted because they have not been able to see the greatest all-around athlete of all time, none other than yours truly, the universal heartthrob, the sexiest human being that ever walked the face of the earth, Austin Idol. And that's why the promoters called me in Memphis and they said, Austin, we don't care how much it costs. We don't care if we have to double your money. We don't care. But 10 times, because we know that from Jerry Lawler, who I understand still calls himself the king. Lawler, I want you to think about something. I want you to think about it real good. Who was the man that hospitalized you for internal hemorrhaging? Who was the man that hospitalized you with a broken arm? And who was the man that put you out of wrestling because you almost lost your eyesight? Well, the answer is plain and simple, darling. Let's cut the fat and get to the meat. Austin Idol is the one who put more pain in your body than any other 1,000 wrestlers have ever done. And you know it, and the people in Memphis know it. And there's one thing for sure. Just because everybody in the country is talking about this Continental Wrestling Association, just because they're talking about that Jerry Lawler is the title holder, and just because that you, Lawler, are talking about it, and I know just as well as you do that every place you go, you say, yes, I'm still the king, yes, I'm doing this, and yes, I'm doing that. Well, the fact of the matter is, the only reason you have that title is because up until now, you have refused to wrestle Austin Idol. But I'm coming, darling, and I'm coming by popular demand. And for all you women out there, if you're lucky, I'm just liable to open up a kissing booth and sell kisses for $25 a whack. But there's one more thing I want to lay on you, Lawler. There's one thing that I didn't show you the last time, and that is the Las Vegas leg lock. So you better prepare yourself, because once I slap that thing on, there's not a man walking the face of the earth that can get out of that hold. I'm coming for you. Mid-South, darling, here I come.
Austin Idol, the universal heartthrob. He's going to be in here to put those dead serious muscles of his to work to go for the CWA World Heavyweight title, when Jerry the King Lawler will be the one who will be defending against Austin Idol. We're going to see if we can get the King out here to give us some comments. You know, of course, obviously, you're going to have two shy retiring types in that ring when they get going. When Lawler defends and Austin Idol challenges, and it should be some kind of a world heavyweight title. Here is the world heavyweight champion, Jerry Lawler, and chief cheerleader, Jimmy Hart. Showing off the belt. Jerry, get you over here. Walk around on your own time, as the old saying goes.
Can I ask you a question here real quick?
Go right ahead.
Who gives out the tickets to these airheads that come in here?
They come out through the wrestling.
Now, I know how you do it. I can tell right now this is the most despicable looking bunch of derelicts that I've ever seen. What you give out the tickets? What do? Go down to 3rd and Vance early Saturday morning and give out a ticket to everybody that's waiting there on the street corner? Is that what you do? I can tell by looking at them, man.
Well, I didn't know what I called you out here to talk about.
I know what you called me out here to talk about. I got some things I want to talk about, so you just stand there and do what you do best, and that's hold on to that microphone. So listen to me. Now, let me tell you this. I'm going to talk about Austin Idol, but first I want to say something else. You know, a lot of times you hear people talking about Jonesboro, Arkansas, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's a big wrestling town, Arkansas State University and everything over there. Well, I'll tell you what, they've had a little wrestling arena over there that people have wrestled in for years and years. And just to be perfectly honest with you, Lance, it's really not up to the King's standards, see? And especially since I won this World Heavyweight Championship, I told them over in Jonesboro, if you want the King back, you're going to have to get rid of that dump and get a new building. So that's exactly what they've done. They built a new building over there.
Just for you.
Just for me, exactly. Who else for, man? Shut up.
No question about that.
They built a new building for me. Tonight they're kissing the old one goodbye. So Troy Hart and myself are going to go over there tonight and say our fond farewells to it, okay? I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Okay.
Now then, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fact that tomorrow night, Sunday, in the Mid-South Coliseum, the Universal Heartthrob brings that whole body full of muscle back here to try to take that very belt that you haven't had too long. But I will say this, you have successfully defended it while you've had it. He'll be back in here trying to take it away.
That almost stuck in your throat, didn't it? You hate to give me a compliment, don't you, Russell? Let me tell you something about Austin Idol. Now, I'm not going to stand out here and say, Austin Idol, I want to tell him what I'm going to do to him because he can't hear me. He's not here. He's not in the studio. He's not within earshot. He's not watching this television today. So I'm going to talk to you people out there, and I want you to listen. I want you to listen real good because I'm going to tell you what's going to take place down there Monday night. Now, first of all, make no mistake about it. Austin Idol has diarrhea of the mouth. You understand that, don't you? This man will tell a lie when the truth would do better. First of all, let me say this. Can you make those idiots shut up over there, Russell? What'd you do, bring your family down here today? Austin Idol will tell a lie when the truth would do better. Ordinarily, you can't believe a word that comes out of his mouth. But I did listen to his interview, and today, for a change, he told the truth. Austin Idol said that he kicked me in the stomach, and I did have internal hemorrhaging. He also said that he broke my hand and I was out of commission. That's also true. He also said that he tried to blind me. He did all of those things. And he also said that he's coming back to Memphis Monday night. That is right, Austin Idol. So let me tell you people, Sunday night, let me tell you people what's going to take place. You know, ordinarily, you talk about a football game or a baseball game or a wrestling match or a boxing match, you have to get up for it, right? What I love most is a good fight. I love it when I can really get up for a fight. When I really have a personal issue with somebody, when it's really somebody in there that I want to get my hands on and I want to put the hurt to, and it's somebody that I want to do some damage to. Well, this is one match that I don't have to get up for. Do you understand why? Because I think about Austin Idol more than any other wrestler that I've ever known since I've been in professional wrestling. His name goes through my mind daily, baby. Austin Idol, let me tell you something. No, I'm not going to say it to Austin Idol. I'm going to tell you people out there what I'm going to do to him. When I get him in that ring, one thing's going to be going through my mind. That's that internal bleeding. That's that broken hand. And that's that him trying to put my eyes out. And I'm going to make him pay for every one of those deeds tenfold, baby. When I get in there with Austin Idol tomorrow night, he's going to get a good old Memphis beating from the king of Memphis. Do you understand that?
You will have
He's going to walk out of this town, not the international heartthrob, because I'm going to rearrange those little looks of yours, Austin Idol. You're going to walk out of here the international heart slob, because I'm going to leave you laying, baby. And don't ever dream of the day you're going to wear this belt, because it ain't going to happen.
Tomorrow night, Mid-South Coliseum. Gee, it's a shame he doesn't ever have anything to say. Well, just because he doesn't have anything to say doesn't mean he doesn't talk. But he will be wrestling and fighting Austin Idol. And Idol has done a lot of things to Lawler in the past. We'll see if he can take the title away tomorrow night, Mid-South Coliseum. We'll be back with more wrestling action in Big Red in just a moment.
Entered from Collierville, Tennessee at 200 pounds, John King. Going against him from Atlanta, Georgia, 355 pounds, Big Red. This match won fall 15-minute time limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Yogi, the jacket's coming off, and we're ready for it. It's a one-sided match in terms of size. That's for a fact. Bell time, and here it goes, Dean.
In terms of size and experience, it's Big Red, the heavy favorite. John King coming out of the corner battling. Oh, Big Red goes right after him, though. Big Red with John King in the air, slams him down to the mat, shakes his fingers, say, don't do that to Big Red. Big Red. Into the rope. The splash. 1, 2, 3. It is all over. John King defeated by Big Red quickly. King came flying out of the corner, but that didn't last long as Big Red took over, and it was Big Red all the way. King had an earlier match with Big Red. Hope to kind of improve on his showing today. Went in there, of course, knowing he was an underdog, but I'm afraid Big Red maybe has made a believer out of him for the second time in a row. The time on it was 34.5 seconds. And Big Red, the undisputed winner of that one.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, 34.5 seconds in there, as undisputed as you can get. Big Red coming out the winner as John King gave it a go, but what can I say? Oh, here he comes, the King. I asked him to come in here, Dave, if he can borrow your microphone, because we have some footage of a...
Why don't we let Buzzard Beak take a walk and you stay here with me? What do you want?
Hey, you want to sit here? You can always go.
You don't want everybody to turn their TV off, do you?
We have talked a moment ago. We were discussing, Dave and I were talking off there about the defenses that Lawler has and has had of his world heavyweight title. I think that a lot of people are interested. I'm trying to get around to it, to saying the particular bout that we are going to show right now was not a world heavyweight title. You have, I know, had an impressive win over Bobo Brazil in defense of your title, and several others, as a matter of fact. But let's talk about one coming up right now. Dick the Bruiser. You wanted to fight? By golly, here was a fight. And I got to say that this was a non-title bout. Between Jerry the King Lawler and Dick the Bruiser, the international street fighter.
Well, he turned out to be Dick the Loser when I got through with him, right?
Yes.
You see, you've heard in football, they always have a game plan, right? Well, you have the same thing in wrestling. You know, when you find out who your opponent's going to be, you got to take a little time, you got to sit down, evaluate the situation, and decide what your strategy is going to be for that match. Well, my strategy for Dick the Bruiser was simple. That was beat him at his own game. Now, he talks about he's a street fighter and a brawler. Well, let me tell you something. You're looking or listening to the best of the street fighters and brawlers in King, baby. Don't ever let anybody tell you any different, Lance Russell. Now, Dick the Bruiser, see, he really thinks, now here's where I'm outsmarting him. He really thinks he's got me in a bad way. But the problem with Dick the Bruiser is, well, I'm almost hesitant to say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. He has had his day. He's seen his better days. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? He's almost in your category, Lance. You know, Dick the Bruiser was at one time probably a really tough, mean, street-fighting, bad-news wrestler. Yeah.
I thought your talking days were over with right then and there.
And that's what Bruiser thinks, too. Look at him. He is trying everything in the book, and I knew he would do this. This is where I'm telling you my strategy comes in. I knew that Dick the Bruiser would hit me with chairs. I knew he'd run my head in the turnbuckles. I knew he'd try to choke me with ropes just like he's doing there. I knew he'd hit my head in the bells, and watch the prophecy come true. Look at that. He'd run my head in the bell. I knew he'd do all these things, and so I said to myself, let him do it, because there's no way on earth that Dick the Bruiser can hurt me. All he's going to do is wear his old feeble self down, and that's exactly what happened. You see Dick the Bruiser expending every little ounce of energy that he has in that old decrepit body of his. He's using, look at this chair. Look, that would knock out a weaker man, but not the King. No, sir, I get right back in the ring, and I'm ready for Dick the Bruiser now.
But this
Look, he can hardly get through the ropes, Russell. He's so tired. He's done everything in the book to me.
Will you let me say...
He can barely get in the ring. Look at him now. He's stalling for time. He's asking the people, what can I do to him next? I've done everything. How can I beat this man?
This is the first no disqualification match that you ever had with Dick the Bruiser in there.
That's right. Look, I told Jimmy, just come in, kind of get his attention a little bit.
Yep.
That's all right. It's a no disqualification. Dick the Bruiser asked for it to be no disqualification.
That's right.
He said anything goes, and I said that's right down my alley. And baby, something's fixing to go, and it's Dick the Bruiser's head. Here it goes, right here. Hello, Dickie boy. Boom. Good night. Turn out the lights. It's all over now. The King is on top. 1, 2, 3. So much for Dick the Bruiser. He did just like I said he would. He'd be Dick the Loser. Now, Lance Russell.
Now, right there is a situation with Lawler's hand up in the air, but
what?
There was a reversal of the decision by the referee.
That was the funniest thing I'd seen in a week or two. You, Lance Russell, stand there, boy, you couldn't wait to grab that microphone and say, oh, the referee's reversed the decision. Dick the Bruiser's the winner. But you, with that airhead of yours, had forgot, just like Dick the Bruiser had, that he asked for no disqualification. So you cannot reverse a decision when there's no disqualification. I brought that to everyone's attention, and was the next day after this film was viewed, was once again declared the winner of the match. Now, is that true or not?
That is, as a matter of fact, true.
Look at Lance Russell. He hates it, boy. You hate it, don't you?
Okay.
You hate it.
Yeah.
I'm the greatest. That's a simple fact. I am the greatest wrestler there's ever been. You are jealous. All the rest of the idiots out there are jealous. Problem. That's what it boils down to.
Get out of here. Okay, that's it. Jerry the King Lawler, the world heavyweight champion. We got more wrestling action coming up, and we'll be to it in just a moment.
On the left of your screen, Wayne Ferris, Larry Latham, Buddy Wayne, and Ken Wayne. On the right of your screen, at a total of 868 pounds, Hector Guerrero, Coco Ware, Steve Regal, and Larry Harden.
Yeah, we had one change there, Dave. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that was one we did not know about. Jerry Bryant, who was originally scheduled in that spot, is not there. Larry Harden will be the fourth man on that side of the ring. 8-man expiration of time match. We're ready. Bell time. Here we go, Davey.
It's a ring full, no doubt about it. There are only 2 of them in there right now. That's the way it's supposed to be. Let's hope it stays that way. It's Regal against Wayne Ferris. Ferris over to the corner, tags his tag team partner, Larry Latham. Latham greeted by Steve Regal. He's put on the mat a couple of times. Latham backs to the corner. Steve Regal waiting. Back to center ring. Regal with a side headlock. Wayne Ferris with a D. Yeah, how about that, Wayne? Ferris with a knee plate. Latham fired Steve Regal right into it. We're now 1 minute into the action. Steve Regal against Ken Wayne. Ken in after the tag by Larry Latham. Regal off the ropes. He catches Ken Wayne, puts it down. 1, 2. 2 count is all. Just a 2 count. Everybody jumps into the ring. Wow, everybody going against everybody else. The 2 legal men in the ring now. Steve Regal, Ken Wayne. Wayne shoulders down. 2, 3, that's it. Regal just got the pin on Ken Wayne. He got those shoulders down. The referee Paul Morton assuring Ken and Buddy Wayne, yes, sir. 1, 2, 3. Larry Latham says, what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Everybody was in there battling. And Steve Regal and Ken Wayne, the 2 men who were supposed to be in the ring going against each other. Regal got Ken's shoulders pinned to that mat for the 3 count, and that is it for the first fall. Boy, they're steamed about it. Didn't look like they were pulling tights to me. I think you just had your shoulders pinned down to the mat, Ken. That's the way it is anyway for the first fall. The time on it, 1 minute, 47 seconds, 1:47. Boy, some kind of action in that minute 47 seconds, too, with a total of 1,700 pounds standing at ringside, not including the referee. But that's it for the first fall. Regal, Guerrero, Ware, and Larry Hardin are the winners of the first fall.
I was out looking at the monitor out there, Dave, and man, instead of sitting here but looking on a monitor, when you got back and you saw all of
everybody
guys
jumps in. Yeah, incredible.
I thought we'd gotten in the middle of a New Year's celebration in Times Square.
That's right.
Like that, a bunch of guys. I love that action in there.
Yeah.
Terrific. They really were going at it, and the first fall was
a minute 47.
Yeah, minute 47 seconds. Woogie, we're going to be back with more of that action coming up for you as soon as we check our time. We'll have the opportunity to go for the AWA Southern Tag Championship belt. Now, this, of course, is something that everybody...
Over here, let me say a few things to the people in the Memphis area. On Sunday, you will see what we've studied. Professional wrestling at its finest. In a superior sport like this, we are the best. You know, it may sound like I'm overconfident, but confidence in our wrestling abilities. Now, we understand. We keep tapes of most of the wrestling teams in this country, and we study them very closely. We studied every team, but there's one thing in our library. We do not have a tape of Guerrero and Regal, your champions, the people's champions. We really do not need a tape because we understand that these two wrestlers are going to be shaking in their boots whenever they meet us. You're looking at 300 pounds and 275 pounds of fighting fury here. We're not kids. We're not small little geeks that run on the street. And whenever we defeat these two, we'll esteem and hold those belts fairly highly, and we'll be the people's champions.
Well, you'll have the opportunity to see what you can do.
The people's champion will have to take everybody on, all comers. If they've got the guts to put their name on the contract, get into the ring with the Assassins and suffer defeat.
You've got the title match, but of course the one thing that they have, they don't have the size that the Assassins have, but they do have speed. One of the fastest teams I've ever seen.
I don't think they have any confidence, so the confidence has been taken away from them. We have the confidence and we have the know-how. We're very experienced. We've been in every country in the world wrestling, and we've come here fresh from Japan to show these people exactly how strong we can do it.
Okay, that's tomorrow night. The action will be going with the AWA Southern Tag Championship belts at stake. Wayne Ferret, or rather Steve Regal and Hector Guerrero defending against the Big Assassins. That's tomorrow night. All righty, we're ready for more action. Let's go back to Dave.
Okay, let's get that second fall underway here. We do have time for it. And, wow, after the action in the first fall in which everybody, plus the referee, total of 9, Danny Davis was in the chair. Otherwise, it would have been 10 in there. But here they come back. 8-man tag team match. Now, the team of Steve Regal, Coco Ware, Larry Hardin, and Hector Guerrero, one fall up. They lead 1 fall to none right now, and it is an expiration of time match. Referee Paul Morton trying to get Ken Wayne in the ring. He has to start against Regal because that's the way the first fall ended.
The bell, and we're off and running on our second fall of action with the winner against the loser, Regal against Ken Wayne. To the center for a circle and back over to the ropes. Ken Wayne with Regal over there. Booms him. Takes one himself. There's a tag on Father. Buddy Wayne coming in, facing Regal. Buddy quickly into a standing side headlock and a right hand, I might add. Several of them follow there. And Steve Regal shooting a shot to the midsection on Buddy Wayne. Rough kick, a beauty. He covers it, maybe. Shoot. Nope. Larry Latham got in there and interfered. Hector Guerrero, co-holder with Regal of the Southern Tag belts. Rushes Larry Latham back. Former holder. Latham, oh, beautiful. Flying head scissors. Again, look at Guerrero go. Staying right on top of Larry Latham, but Ferris in from behind. Coco comes in behind him. Boy, it just happens that way, Dave. You get one that wants to rush through there, he finds somebody else meeting him, and that's what starts the brawl.
That's right.
Coco over the top rope right after Larry Latham, and he's going at him. Drop kick on Wayne Ferris. What a beauty. Ferris holding on to the ropes. Kept himself from being knocked back in Danny Davis's lap. Backdrop from Coco. Here comes Larry Harden with a quick elbow, and right in behind Ken Wayne, who is in and out. Latham down. Now up. Tag on Regal, and Steve takes over with Larry Latham. The Blonde Bombers and the Waynes facing Regal and Guerrero, Harden and Ware. Ooh, Coco got it from the back and then from the front. Ken Wayne nailed him with a knee as he was whipped to the rope. And Latham caught him with a knee coming off. Buddy Wayne takes over. There's what he passes for a front face lock. Look like a chokehold from out here. Tag on Wayne Ferris. And Coco, he is in some trouble as Wayne Ferris really rips him with a big elbow. Got about 3.5 minutes left to wrestle in this expiration of time. Remember, Ware, Harden, Regal, and Guerrero don't have to win anymore. All they have to do is keep from being defeated this fall, and they've got themselves a match. Up in the air, Ken Wayne holds Coco Ware and slams him down to the mat. Tag, Wayne Ferris, the bomber in, takes a shot. Tags Larry Latham, who comes in and opens it up. We're 2 minutes away from expiration of time, bell time. And Steve Regal takes over with Larry Latham. What brilliant action in this 8-man. Boy, it has really been. Look at that drop kick. One up. Ken Wayne again, in and out. Gets Regal off. So much for the ears on Larry Latham. Once again, Ken Wayne. Into the ropes. Steve Regal. Catches a foot from Larry Latham. Wayne on top, but he only got a 2 count. We're down to about a minute and a quarter's worth of action as Steve Regal pulled into the corner. And now we got a bunch involved. Larry Harden comes around the corner to help Regal out. We've got 60 seconds to go. 1 minute of action still remaining, and Regal wished that minute would have passed a long time ago. Now he's out of there. He's going with Buddy Wayne, and here comes the other 3 in that corner. Whoa!
Got a ring full.
They're all 8 in there, and referee Paul Morton trying to do something about it. Battling, scrambling. Regal over the shoulder. Ferris and Guerrero. You sort them out and take your pick in there. Ken Wayne going to Larry Harden, Coco Ware with Buddy Wayne. We've got it paired off, but unfortunately, there's not but 2 legal men, and I couldn't tell you who it is to save my life, Dave. Our time is running out right here as we are down to the wire, and it's going to have to be called quits. That's it. Oh, I hate to leave a good fight like that. Danny Davis gets one of the bombers out. Latham comes out. And what is going to end up is going to be a victory for the team of Regal, Guerrero, Ware, and Harden. And a beautiful action-packed final match. I loved it. Yeah, may not have been the most scientific thing in the world, but it was double-odd fun. Back in a minute, right after we take time out for this. It was just a scramble and a half. Now that I've gone down the action today.
Okay, that's just about it. We had the...
Come on!
We've seen him a lot today, too, haven't we?
The King out here. Fortunately, we're out of time.
Time, that's what I want to talk about. Do you realize it's just a few hours away from Sunday? I just want to say one quick thing about tomorrow night. I want you and you, Davey, to come on out there. I want everybody to come and take one last look at Austin Idol. He thinks, I was back there looking at that tape again. He thinks he's so pretty. I just talked to my girlfriend on the phone. She even thinks he's pretty. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to rearrange his face. I'm going to make him uglier than you are tomorrow night, Lance Russell. You understand?
Lawler and Idol tomorrow night in the Coliseum, not Monday night, but tomorrow night. But that's not all. They'll get a chance to see Billy Robinson.